Let us see what Mr. Naeem has for us today to tell us more about the robotic assisted surgery platform.
Scary as it sounds, on top of that, having a robot do a surgery, that's even more scary.
It is.
So my objective today is to reduce that scary part.
Yes.
And I'm going to start a tiny little story of when we were small. Actually, children still do this, like a puppeteer, where you have this the wooden with a string, and then there's a little dancing doll or something that you can move around.
Yes.
So keep that in mind. So the surgeon would be the puppeteer,
Yes.
and the doll that's the robot.
Exactly.
So
it plays with the hands of this.
Right. So with that in mind, it's more of a master-slave mechanism. So that's essentially how this operates. So surgeons are, of course, the robot is not replacing the surgeon. It cannot.
It's controlled by them.
Right. It's an assistive technology.
Exactly.
So it makes it easier, and there are significant benefits for surgeons using the robotics. One, for example, the physical hands, our human hands are usually bigger than the nerves in our body. So we cannot reach there, whereas the robotic arms are very, very tiny electrodes that you can actually go inside. So that's one of the major reasons why surgeons actually use the robotic mechanism or the platforms. There are only 4 major components in a robotic surgery. How it does is, historically, when a person would go through, they would have large scars in their bodies. So what this does is it has minimal small incisions, very, very tiny, enough to the rod to go inside. So this is a console where a surgeon would basically control it. And you notice there are 4 different fingers or 4 different arms. So think of it, I'll explain this a little bit more. And this is a high definition 3D vision which expands like 100 times bigger. So very, very tiny nerves, it expands it to make it the visibility much more clearer. So 3 of the arms are just like surgeons would have 2 arms, whereas you would want to have, as if you want to hold on to something, you want to have 2 arms to control that. And then 1 arm to perhaps cut something. So for example, right here in this picture, you would need 2 arms to hold the muscle, and let's say if you want to cut off this little limb that has been growing, call it cancer or whatever. So once you hold with 2 hands, and then you need a tool to actually go inside. And
so this is the third arm.
Correct, that's the third arm. And if you look at right here, it's just like playing games. We were talking about playing games in a moment.
Exactly.
So this is like joysticks, but of course very, very sophisticated trainings are required to perform. I want to repeat, I hope nobody has to go through the surgery, but if they do, robotic surgery is one good area to look at. It's not scary.
Well, you lessened my frightening thinking about this surgery. Well, now I feel it is more safe because I realize that it is controlled by a surgeon, so there is no harm in doing this.
Change the future's direction. From robots that roam to AI's mind, will break down the tech and set your